Hello, and good morning. If you're not watching this in the morning, you can go straight to hell. This is the Bob and Air 531, and today I wanted to talk to you about a little-known VR game called VRChat. Now, you've probably already seen some videos about this because I'm not original in the slightest, but basically, the VRChat devs decided that they're going to integrate easy anti-cheat into their game. Now, you might be thinking, why would a social VR game with no PvP or anything like that need anti-cheat? And let me answer that pretty simply. They don't. So on their blog here, they explain pretty much why they're adding anti-cheat. And they start off, modified clients are a large problem for VRChat in a variety of ways. Malicious modified clients allow users to attack and harass others, causing a huge amount of moderation issues. Oh no! Even seemingly non-malicious modifications complicate the support and development of VRChat and make it impossible for VRChat creators to work within the expected, documented bounds of VRChat. How crazy. In order to prevent that, we've implemented easy anti-cheat into VRChat. EAC is the industry-leading anti-cheat service. Okay. The integration of EAC means that all modified clients are blocked. So, if you ever wanted to mod VRChat, you can go fuck yourself because you are not allowed to anymore. Malicious client modifications are responsible for a massive amount of issues for both our team and our users. We've been listening to you cry out for a solution to be harassed, griefed, and constantly crash, so we're getting rid of all the fucking mods. So the main problems that I've seen that they're trying to fix with this is people joining and crashing other people's games, and people ripping avatars, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know why that's a problem, but I'm not really big into VRChat, so who knows. So basically, there are mods out there that allow people to, come in, rip your avatar, or come in and crash your game. And they don't want that. Obviously, no one wants that. So instead of trying to fix that issue, they decided to just cut all mods out of the game. All of them. And the community isn't exactly happy. As soon as they announced this, people got really pissed off. So if you go to the VRChat page on Steam, you will notice all reviews mostly positive, 75% in fact. Recent reviews overwhelmingly negative. Now keep in mind, on Steam, it's pretty hard to go into the overwhelmingly negative. Most bad games I see are like very negative or mixed. Overwhelmingly negative means something is fucked up. 15% of the 25,000 reviews are positive. This announcement came out a few days ago. So I'm only expecting these numbers to keep dropping. People also took to the Discord and voiced their opinions there. There were plenty of memes made about it. Twitter has been blowing up about it. And then, just the other day, just yesterday in fact, they released a new update on their blog. Yesterday afternoon, we announced that we would be reprioritizing, reorganizing, and changing our internal development roadmap to focus on the feedback you've given us. As promised, we're sharing a small roadmap of what the next few weeks are going to look like and when you can expect more updates from us. Over the last 72 hours, we've been gathering up all your feedback across every channel, so the devs are listening. Wow. Okay, there is a problem though. They don't give a shit. They're still putting in anti-cheat. I'm pretty sure they already updated it. Yeah, they pretty much said, we're not changing. You can go fuck yourself. Now, the main problem is that a lot a majority of the mods for VRChat are perfectly fine, not malicious, just like many other games. So what they're doing here is kind of the equivalent of getting a paper cut on your hand and then deciding to amputate your entire arm in case it gets infected. One major problem I've seen with this update is a lot of people use accessibility mods. For example, one big one I saw was subtitles for deaf people. And you know what you can do now? You stop playing the game. That's about it. Can't do much else. Now, instead of possibly, I don't know, pushing this update back and implementing some of the quality of life changes that everyone is begging for, they decided, yeah, you can go fuck yourself. We're pushing out the update. And we might put some quality of life in the future. They said they will. If they actually will, who knows? Looking through this blog post here, they don't mention a single thing that I see about accessibility for disabled people, which is the main problem. Now, another problem is easy anti-cheat isn't exactly the best. It isn't exactly good either. I guarantee people have already found ways around it. The update came out, yesterday? From what I've been reading, a lot of the malicious mods won't even be affected by EAC. It's really only the non-malicious mods that are going to be affected, at least big time. Now, I don't really understand what their thought process is. They see, okay, a very small minority of our players are trying to ruin the fun of others. So let's take away the fun of everyone. Now, VRChat has been out for a while. 5 years, in fact. So my question is, why are these mods, the quality of life mods, not already part of the game? My answer is because the developers don't give a shit. Let's say you have something like AMD FSR or NVIDIA VRWorks just to improve your frames in VR games. Yeah, you can go straight to hell. You're not allowed to use those anymore. Now, I just want to be clear here. I'm not a developer. I don't know how to code. And I'll be honest, I never passed 3rd grade. So I think I am qualified to talk about this, to be honest. Now, the funny part about all this is that there were plenty of mods that they already had to prevent these crashes and these malicious mods. So the community already fixed the game for them. They fixed the security problems. And they decided, you're not allowed to fix it for us. We're going to fix it ourselves, except we're not. I don't know how they're claiming that anti-cheat is going to stop harassment in an online game. Unless EAC is going to, live listen and, I don't know, use AI to detect when someone's being harassed and then ban them. But obviously it's not gonna. So the harassment is still gonna happen. I know a lot of people use Windows and a lot of people use Mac, but does anyone here use Linux? Oh, you do? Little Jimmy? Well, screw you. You're not playing VRChat anymore. What the hell's wrong with you? You think easy anti-cheat's gonna work on Linux? Are you kidding me? No. It's too early to really see an impact in the player numbers, but I expect in the next week or two, we're going to see a big drop. The game averages at about 20 to 30,000 a day. I'm expecting that to drop significantly. It seems like they are trying to appeal to the Quest users more, because Quest users are going to mod less, that's just obvious. I've seen a trend recently in the entire genre of VR games where people are catering towards Quest users more. And it makes sense because Quest sold so much and there's so many people using it. But in every instance I've seen, it just makes the game worse. Look at Onward. Onward is a shell of what it used to be because it ported to the Quest. There is a similar VR game where you just sit there and chill out. VR, get it? They have gained 800% of their players. Now, granted, this is a very small game. It went from a peak of 21 players to a peak of 1,200. But I only expect that number to rise. I expect Rec Room is probably also going to start getting more popular. Now, if you look at the VRChat numbers, right here, July 27th and 28th, it's about 18 to 20,000, but ooh, it took a pretty big dip, going down to 14,000. I don't expect that number to rise. I expect it to just keep going down. I don't know why they didn't try any other option. They could have easily tried to use a Steam Workshop. They could have, I don't know, gotten some better moderation. There's so many different things they could have done instead of going all the way. And apparently even Virtual Desktop has been blacklisted, so you Quest users, you might get a little fucked right now. I really don't understand how developers can get this disconnected from their community. Especially a game like VRChat. Like, I can see how AAA games do this, but VRChat's not that big. I mean, it's a big game, don't get me wrong. It's got a lot of players. It's one of the biggest VR games. But how are you so out of touch that you think this is a good idea? And after you got thousands, hundreds of thousands of responses going against it, they still don't give a shit. They doubled down. They doubled down and said, fuck the fans, we're doing this. Now, if I had to guess, there has to be something going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Epic isn't exactly known for their consumer-friendly business decisions. So, I'm not saying that Epic paid them, but Epic might have paid them off to do this. Now, that's just a conspiracy theory. I don't actually think Epic would pay them to put in anti-cheat into their game, but it's fun to think about. Do I think they'll ever remove anti-cheat? I don't think so. The way they doubled down almost instantly, I don't know. Now, one option that they easily could have taken is implement the anti-cheat, sure, but communicate with these modders, bring them in, and like get their help to pull in some of their mods. Some of these mods make it so disabled people can actually play the game. At the end of the day, it's just a very out-of-touch developer putting shit into the game that nobody asked for, nobody wants at all. And they made their decision and they're sticking with it, I guess. So if you play VRChat and you use mods, honestly, you're shit out of luck. There's not much you can do. I've seen some people who use mods to improve their frame rate and they can't run the game without them. All I can say to you is, thank God the game was free and you didn't waste your money on it. What can you do to help? Honestly, I don't think there's much. The developers clearly don't care about feedback. They might say that they're listening, but they clearly aren't. Because even in the quality of life changes they claim that they're gonna put in, it's not the ones that people want. Do I think VRChat is gonna die? That's hard to say. I don't think it's gonna die completely. But I do think this is going to be a big hit on it. All I know is that the VRChat devs really don't know what the hell they're doing with their own game. So, yes, if you do play VRChat and you're affected by this, I'm sorry. Honestly, I truly am. If you are not affected by this and you still play VRChat, go ahead, keep playing. No one's stopping you. Now, I'm not going to be playing VRChat. It's not like I did to begin with. I have, 0.6 hours in the game. I suggest you don't play either just to not support this bullshit. Mods are a very important part of gaming. They bring changes that developers won't do. They bring new content. They fix things. They're really just great. I love mods. And when developers try to attack mods like this, blatantly attacking them, I can't stand for it. Same as when Rockstar attacks mods. I hate that shit. That pisses me off. Yes, there are some malicious mods. There's also just straight up hackers. You don't need mods for that. You can't stop every malicious player in a game. And all you're doing when you do something like this is ruining it for all the good players. Well, I hope you liked this video as much as I liked making it for you. This has been the Bobinator 531. Goodbye.